Yes.
So everyone likes music, right? And obviously it plays a big factor in our lives. Whether we're walking to class or we're going to the gym or going over a bad breakup, music acts as an art form that enhances our mood while entertaining us at the same time. Now, have you ever heard of the saying, music soothes a savage beast? Well, it's true. And what I mean by that is that music can revitalize us in ways even a long nap can. It holds the power to elevate our moods above our worries and relieve debilitating depression. It controls our mood in different ways. For example, it pumps us up for a good workout, or it helps us get through the bad breakup through motivation through inspiring lyrics. So today, I'll be discussing 4 different ways in which music influences our mood. So there are 4 strategies that aim towards controlling and improving mood, and those are revival, strong sensation, diversion, and solace. So the first one is revival, and that's when music revitalizes us in the morning and then calms us down in the evening. So when you get up for school, you're tired, you're groggy, you're cranky. So you need that pump of adrenaline, that upbeat song that really gets your day going. However, throughout the day, you need to well in your exam and you're not so excited to go to work right after school. So according to Psychology Today, over 81% of people actually turn towards music to calm down and have a more calm state of mind. Positive Psychology News Daily also reported on numerous findings that music provides immediate psychological and medical benefits such as more happiness, less stress, and more optimism. So the second one is strong sensation. So imagine if you're watching a movie and all you hear is the actor and the actress just performing their lines. So someone in a silence because there's absolutely no music. For example, an intense action scene will seem kind of bland because you just hear the sounds of fake screaming. Or a comedic movie will seem less humorous because there's just silence in the background. Therefore, this proves as an example that music can provide deep, thrilling emotional experiences, especially during a performance. So the third one is diversion. This is when music distracts the mind from unpleasant thoughts, which can easily fill the silence. And it comforts us during a time of distress, and it shifts us away from the harsh reality and sends us into a sense of theoretical utopia. It has the ability to free us from tensions going on in our lives, and although it doesn't completely solve our problem, it does provide a moment of peace. So the last one is solace. So this is a shared emotion, shared experience, or a connection to someone you've lost. So music has proven to be not only a simple enjoyment, but it has become a companion to human beings. So when you're alone listening to the music, you never actually really feel alone. When you're playing music, you feel accompaniment as if your close friend is there with you. It's not only someone singing to you, but you're singing to the music as well. And just as your close friends share the same feelings as you do, the songs you listen to do too. So this clip I want to show you exemplifies the strategy of a strong sensation. And this clip is taken from the movie Jaws, and it starts off with a thrilling scene in the movie. However, it starts off without any music in the background. Bad was going to happen, right? Well, if you watch this clip again, it actually shows the same scene, but with the music in the back. So. clip demonstrates how music portrays a strong sensation towards us. So without the music, you're merely thinking like, oh, I hope nothing bad happens, right? However, once you see how the music dramatizes the energy of the scene, it helps us sense a completely different mood. And we're now more eager to see what happens next. Music is often overlooked as a therapeutic intervention. So singing, listening, and creating music of any kind will provide immediate benefit for us. In fact, music can be a salvation and antidote for most psychological challenges. That's why if you sing in the shower while we're driving to work, or simply listen to music that's inspiring and distracting from emotional upset. So embracing a behavioral change of tuning to your favorite song will shift your thinking and you'll find a better way to enjoy your life. As the ancient Greek philosopher Plato quoted, quote, music and rhythm find their way into the secret places of the soul.
All right, the opening is fine. I think you need to project your voice a little bit more. The subject's clear, but where are you going to go with that subject? Ultimately, when you get to the preview and the thesis are basically the same thing, and I felt a little like you were rushing through those things. You need to pace it a little bit more so that we can get each one of those points that you're going to develop a little bit more distinct in the presentation. I like the information and the references that you use on the first point. It really felt like the middle 2 points were not very well developed. They're underdeveloped, as a matter of fact, and so maybe you should just refocus on the points that you're going to be talking about. On the presentation issues, you are facing the audience, you look confident while you're standing there, you move only when it's necessary to operate the video equipment. I like that. Your gestures, you've got some good indicators. I think that you actually did a little bit better as you went along and you got into showing the video clips that you became a bit more engaged. Your facial expressions seem a little bit passive. I think you could be more engaging. Eye contact is inconsistent. You do look up, but it feels like you're looking up because you're supposed to look up. It's not like, you know, I'm talking to you all the time and now I'm looking down just to double check the next piece of information. It's almost the exact opposite. It's I'm looking at my information and now let me make sure that you haven't disappeared, and and you look up at the audience and see that they're still there. You could use a little bit more variety and energy in your voice also. I didn't think that you were particularly anxious, but your range is kind of narrow, and a little bit more inflection, a little bit. I thought you were better, again, like when you were showing the video clip. I think that you came out a little bit more and were more personable, and that's exactly what you want to do. And of course you get bonus points for using clips from the greatest film ever made. So.